Hi, now we're back for our second lesson, discussion I'd rather say. This will be chords by fourths. So a perfect fourth is the fourth note of the major scale. So from C to F, C, D, E, F. Here comes the bride, is perfect fourth, right? So a diminished fourth would be 1/2 step lower. So C, F, C to F flat technically is an E, natural, but theoretically it would be an F flat. So an augmented fourth would be 1/2 step higher, C to F sharp. So, as we talked about, composers, 21st century, use chordal harmony, chords based on fourths, for new and interesting effects. So let's look at some of those. The first one, let's play C, F, perfect fourth, another perfect fourth, B flat, and another perfect fourth, E flat. So we have C, F, B flat, E flat. Very nice sound. Now let's do it starting from the G. G, C, F, B flat. So it's almost a bar. So we have, starting from the G, let's start from the C. This next one is used a lot in jazz. F, starting from the root, is on the fourth string. F, B flat, E flat, A flat. So here we have the root on the sixth string. Here's the root on the fifth string, and the root on the fourth string, and there's more that I will show you later in the chart. But for now, let's look at those three, because those are perfect examples. In fact, let's take the C. Now, as we mentioned in lesson 1, you can move chords generally by root movement. So let's say we did C, E flat, F, with C, E flat, F, E flat, C. So listen to that. It's an interesting sound. Let's do it with the chord, the F chord, F, perfect, perfect, perfect fourth. Let's move that one up. Let's say we're going to go F, B flat, C, B flat, F. That's the root. So that's going to guide the movement. So I went down a half step, right? So I went F, E, F, B flat, C, B flat. Let's go to the A. I mean the G, I'm sorry. And to the F. So we'll do one more. Let's do with the very deep sound. So those are perfect fourths. Now, the other way that composers and jazz musicians and other musicians move the chord is a way that I particularly like, and that's let the melody be the guide, especially on these chords. So the melody, let's say on this chord, let's say we do D, A flat, G, F, D. So now the melody is going to be the guide. I like that better, I think. In this particular instance, normally the root as a guide is perfect, but on chordal harmony, I like this a little better. So let's say our melody was. Let's do that with this chord. The let's say we go. Let's say off of a blues scale: G, B flat, C, C sharp, D, F, G. So that's going to be our guide. Now, we can do these patterns governed by the root or the melody note as an ostinato pattern. That would be a continuing pattern, like Smells Like Teen Spirit, where they do. That's an ostinato pattern, a circular pattern that continues through the song. So let's try that. Let's say we do. See. So that could be in the background of your song or your solo, which of course will lead you in many directions. Or let's say you use this as a solo. Just take a scale, let's take that blue scale, and just improvise any way you want. So the possibilities with chordal harmony, I really think are really, really good. For sounds, for soloing, and of course you could use that type of soloing in a blues or a rock setting. Whether maybe you're writing classical music and you want that particular sound of the fourths. There's so many possibilities. And before we move on to our next lesson with the fifths, I will put up a chart at the end so you can just see what these chords look like on chord diagrams. And the one excerpt I'm showing again is from my book, The Alternative Chords for the 21st Century, in that you'll see the chords in the 6 different positions. So now if you use these chords in 6 different positions plus in different progressions and solos, again you see the possibilities. The one other thing I might mention is with the other chord we talked about added notes for color. However, with chords by fourths, I really like keeping that sound, because if you add other notes in, I mean, that'll sound nice. But again, I personally like the sound of the fourths, so I don't want to cloud that chord. I want to keep that particular color. So let's look at this one chart, and then we'll move on to the next lesson, which will be chords by fifths. Okay, so here we have, you'll see an excerpt from my book. This is the page. This is the page with C, perfect, perfect, perfect fourth, and you'll see the 6 inversions of the C chord. With the root on the 6th, 5th, 4th, 3rd, etc. strings. So it gives you 6 inversions of the same chord. And so this would give you could use any of these as the way we just talked about. So great. So now we'll be ready for our next lesson.